since 2003. I'm about to hit this.
So you been gone?
I've been gone for 14 summers, man. You hear me? But I ain't swum since 2003.
I'm sitting here, I'm looking at a picture of Lil Wayne's dad, stepdad, Rabbit, and a guy that looked just like Massey.
Yeah, that's Big Antoine, man. He ran the clique with us with Rabbit, man.
That's Antoine Massy's dad.
Yeah. Shit, his dad was executed when Twine was like 8 years old in front of Twine. Matter of fact, when they killed his dad, they put a gun to his head when he was a baby, when he was a little boy. The whole family.
Somebody who was after his dad? The people who was after his dad did that?
Somebody had robbed his daddy and killed him in front of the family. Somebody that was, somebody that came up underneath him. And the craziest thing about that is, like, the day before the escape happened, the dude that killed Lil Antoine dad had just got killed the night before Lil Antoine escaped. That's some ironic stuff.
Bro, what do you think him seeing that at such an early age did to his character, did to his psychological aspect,
Man, that man, for any kid, man, that'll mess a child up to be involved in something especially heinous as that. The stuff that he has seen, man, the people, man, the system really failed him, man, because he really brought up under violence. Because once that happened, bro, that's traumatizing for the rest of his life, dog. You'll never be able to change you'll never be able to change his mentality after seeing that or going through that, bro.
He's
you
instilled
just can't change it, bro.
Right. Damn.
Yeah, man, you can't change that. So I mean, as far as being, that didn't make him no evil person. It just made him a stronger as far as being able to survive. It's just like Rabbit died, and then Twine died, and they both left sons on the street. You see where Lil Wayne at, but Twine, if somebody would have took him under the wing like Baby did Lil Wayne, I think he would have changed it. He would have been a different person. He had to get out in the streets and learn everything he learned from the streets. But Antoine is like, he a young cat, but he always been real, just because his daddy was a real dude. You know what I'm saying?
Did Lil Wayne and Antoine ever have a history?
Nah. I want to say it wasn't no history by the history that their dads had. They probably was together and around each other on certain occasions and stuff. But you know what I'm saying, as far as them running around hand in hand, nah.
No monkey check, your grandson moving bricks. Remember when they killed Twine, still hunting for them big niggas.
Antoine Massey, he's one of the 5 inmates still on the run after escaping the Orleans Parish Justice Center.
What do you think Antoine is thinking right now? Do you think he in fear right now, or you think?
If I had to guess what's going through his mind, survival. Just, you know what I'm saying, he's scared, man. You escape. Like, that's one thing to have escape on your mind. And then even attempt to escape. Then now what do I do after that? Only he would know what's going on. But I think if I had to guess, if it was me, I would say he's scared right now because there's a man in form. So he in survival mode, his head on the swivel. So you gotta be kind of scared that in order to even try to survive. If you're not scared, you definitely ain't gonna be surviving. I hope and I pray that before they just run down on them and catch them and take a chance on them doing them some harm, I pray that he start thinking straight and just be like, man, I escaped, I accomplished that, and I had enough time out here on these streets, man. Let me turn myself in.
What's the percentage of prison escapees staying free and not being caught? Oh, and wait, in the continuation, right? Do you think it's possible that Antoine could not get caught and he could,
Man, Twine ain't gonna lie to you. His cunningness and how smart he is and all that, there's a possibility for him to not get caught. Take a long time for him to catch him. He had the potential to really be on the go for the long haul. I'm not taking that away from none of them other dudes. I don't know them. I know him personally.
Law enforcement is playing a possibly dangerous game of cat and mouse with a man all too familiar with breaking the rules.
Antoine Massey.
Escapee Antoine Massey, who was accused in court documents of threatening to stab Williams prior to the jailbreak.
Massey threatened to stab him if he didn't help. Massey should never have been placed in the general jail population to begin with.
You talking about a kid, like they paint a picture of him as being this heinous person, but you talking about a kid that was failed by the system, man. His daddy was killed. Well, he found out who did it, and he let him back out of jail. That if that dude wanted to come back out of jail and just home everybody who was in that house, he had the opportunity. The state gave him the opportunity. And shit, man, it's ironic that if Antoine would have escaped the day before, they'd have been trying to pin the dude murder probably on little Antoine. You know what I'm saying? Just because. When it happened, man, this just how the conversation was when that shit happened that night with the dude who killed his daddy. I'm on the phone the next day with his cousin. You know what I'm saying? Man, the cousin best friend. So I'm on the phone with him the next day, and I was like, man, you heard about what happened with such and such? He was like, yeah, justice for the family and stuff. Like maybe like a couple hours later, we find out that little Antoine escaped. So, when I
say, how'd you get that news?
Actually, it was crazy. Is I found out that they had escaped, but I never knew one of them was little Antoine until the next day when they was able to post names. I knew about the escape, but I didn't know Antoine was a part of that.
And then you see that, right? And as soon as you see that, bro, what's going through your mind?
I said, man, this dude tripping. I said, Twine tripping, but say, bro, it's easy for anybody to talk down on somebody escaping or wanting to escape or whatever. It's easy for people to say they tripping or they shouldn't have did that, but you never know in a situation when you locked down, bro, and you think the police bad on the street? The police worse in jail because it's nobody to pull them off your ass. It's easy for us to say, yeah, they escape and they crazy, they stupid, but until you go get locked up behind the walls and get treated bad by the COs in that place, you know what I'm saying, and the hardship, going through the different stuff that they go through, man, the using the bathroom sometimes be bad, man, the taking a shower sometimes be horrible, man. Them people do not care.
Let's say they capture them just like they capture the rest of them, right? And then there's a trial. What happens at the trial once they go to court and shit?
They get time just from escaping. And for anything that they do while they escaping, they can get extra time and charges off of that. And I think that's what they doing. Like, I watch how they paint the picture. To me, when I everything that I read and look at, they try to paint the picture of Antoine being the ringleader by him escaping before. So it's easy for them to say, oh, well, he the one who initiated it. He did this, and they just because already he have a history of it, and they got documented history on it, so they can bring that up and say, yeah, we know he the mastermind. Now they piecing different stuff together. Oh, he threatened his man. Man, he could threaten a man through a plate of glass. He could have told the man, go get the key and unlock the door and let me out there if that's the case. Where are the guards at when they got civilian people around inmates? That's on Orleans Parish.
Say, Shannon, wait a minute. You say he have a history of it. When you say he have a history of what?
They say he escaped before out of different facilities.
Shit.
Before the Juvenile Justice Intervention Centre became what it is today, it was the Youth Study Centre. In 2007, Antoine Massy escaped from here. Police found Antoine Massy on the Interstate 10 service road in eastern New Orleans. Massy's history of escapes should have been a warning that he must be taken seriously.
He escaped before from different facilities, man. That's the mentality. Wayne, I'm gonna tell you, I've been in the penitentiary before. When you're in the penitentiary, you can go in the penitentiary and be chilling. And you still a part of the penitentiary system, whether you're a person that chill or whether you're a person that bucks. If y'all locked down together in a dome, and the person in the dome do something that'll get everybody locked down in the dome, everybody will get locked down. The good gotta suffer for the bad. So, I mean, when the people come up in there and treat the the person bad who did something bad. They gonna treat the person that didn't do something bad. And everybody want out of jail. Nobody wants to be in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a system set up for them to tell you what you can do.
Is there any other time that they falsely convicted him?
Just by letting him having a jacket, anything go down in his around his section, he one of them dudes that they gonna come looking for because he gonna fit the profile. He a young black dude, and he got a bunch of tattoos.
Once again, I go right back to thinking, what the fuck them is thinking right now? Like as far as in their mind, as far as the projection.
No, they on survival mode. No, it's like they're in the war, and they can't trust nobody. So you know what I'm saying. So, bro, right now they just trying to keep pace, bro. They trying to survive now. Cause basically, when I say survive, I ain't saying stay free. I'm talking about survive. Because man, them people gunning for them dudes. They ain't really trying to catch them alive, dog. They hoping they catch them down bad so they could kill them, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I say all the dudes that's loose, they still on they're on some strong survival. And whoever got the strongest survival tactics, bro, gonna be the ones out here, bro.
Say, bro, let me ask you this: when you first got wind of the jailbreak, Antoine was involved. What was going through your mind?
To be honest with you, bro, the first thing you think about, especially somebody close to you, you pray that the situation turn out in their favor. You don't want the police to catch them and kill them because, they be scared, and you just pray everything turn out good.
Let's say he see this interview, right? Is there anything you want to say to him, if you could say something to him?
Yeah, man, I would like to tell him, man, he got a lot of people that love him, you know what I'm saying, that care about him. Yeah, and we want to see him live. We want to see him come out of this on top, and we want to see him back on the streets. Whatever he do, man, I just want him to be careful, and I hope don't nothing happen to him, man.
Is there anything that you want the world to know, anybody to know about the whole situation?
Yeah, man, I just want the world to know that I know for a fact Antoine Massey is not no bad person. Even regardless to what the media might depict him as, or the government might depict him as, he a young person that the system failed, and I just want him to know, you know what I'm saying, man, just survive out there, man, and man, please come out this on top, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for you, and I ain't saying I'm rooting for him to get away, and I'm rooting for him because he escaped. I'm rooting for him because I love him. You know what I'm saying? And I want him to, I want the best out of this situation for him.